My name is Kaitlyn West. I'm getting my Master of Science in Economics, and I'm a first-generation college student. Figuring out financial aid is really difficult. You don't really get a lot of help in trying to figure out how to do the FAFSA, how to do specific college scholarship applications, and federal loans versus alternative loans. Also, there's not a whole lot of information out there about that. So figuring that out was, at least for me, my biggest obstacle. It started off as a check the box type of thing, but then it became something I was really passionate about. I ended up loving my degree and all the classes I took, and so that became more motivation for me to further my education. I always email or call the Scholarship Financial Aid Office. I contact them a lot with all of my questions, but then I also have a really good advisor. And then when I was a freshman, there was a program called FIGS, Freshman Innovation Group, and that was just for students who are first gen, and so we got a lot of advice that was tailored to us. And so that really helped me figure everything out. I picked A&M Grad School for the same reason I picked the undergrad. I love the traditions, and there's just so many resources that are offered here that aren't offered at other schools, and especially because this is such a big campus, there's so many different types of people to meet, and there's different things to do, and organizations and resources. My experience at Texas A&M has been really good. I have a lot of really good friends, and I've met a lot of people who are really hard workers, and they're very understanding, open-minded, and that's not just students, that's also faculty. They were all very supportive, and they knew that this was something that I wanted to do, and I was going to do it because I was determined. They were very understanding, very supportive. They wanted this for me just as much as I did. There's two different parts to my decision. The first part was I am the oldest of 4 kids, and I wanted to set a good example for my siblings, and I also wanted to just be a good role model for them. And the other part of my decision was I had finished my undergrad very early, very quickly, and I decided that instead of entering the workforce early, I wanted to continue my education because I had been given the opportunity to. So my program was the 3+2 undergrad plus graduate program, and that allowed some of the classes I took in undergrad to overlap with my graduate classes, and so that provided me with ultimately the best opportunity to continue my education because it saved me a lot of time and money. My little sister was about to apply to schools, and she was giving my mom attitude. And she was like, "Why do I have to go to college if you didn't?" So then my mom decided to go back to school right then and there, and she applied to UNT, and now she's getting her bachelor's degree in business administration, and she has a year left. So she's been working at that while also being a full-time worker. For me, I joined a lot of organizations. I was in a lot of major specific organizations, as well as some that were just fun and hobbies. And I think the combination of both allowed me to have a greater understanding of a lot of different people's perspectives. And so I have friends that came from a lot of different backgrounds, and I think getting to know people from all different backgrounds only added to my knowledge. If you do the research and you put in the time, it's very doable. Just ask questions, use your resources. I think some people get a little bit afraid of asking questions, but I will annoy whoever with all my questions, and I think it really helps.